Hello, travelers, and welcome to the Horror Green Book, the channel that takes you from coast to coast and con to con. I am your travel guide, Brendan, and we are here again, as we always do about this time, for another live watch party, but this one's the extra special one here in the Scary Sanctuary. This one is our first addition to the Disgraceful double features. That is what we will be calling our exploitation B movie schlocky double feature live watch parties here on the channel. So I'm glad to have you guys here on the inaugural edition. So we got Bumper in the house. What's going on, Bumper? We got TCC Gaming in the house. Good to see you in the house, man. Saw you earlier on your channel. We got Horror Complex in the house. What's going on? Hey, glad to have you guys in the house. Thanks for showing some support. We are going to do a very special edition tonight. Hey, we got Tony in the house. Speaking of Tony, I'm pretty sure you're going to like our selections for tonight. Of course, guys, we chose Bloodsport for last night. And today I did some thinking. I'm like, you know what would be something a little bit more lighthearted, but still bloody and schlocky? Hey, what better than Turbo Kid? So if you guys have not seen Turbo Kid, you're in for quite a treat. Me and Tony definitely speak the world of it. So let's see what you guys got going on. Bumper says, drinking my cocktail. What cocktail are you drinking tonight, Bumper? What do you got in your cup? Yeah, I'm all about some Turbo Kid. So it's going on down, y'all. Waiting for the Paymex to kick in. Hey, man. Well, you got plenty of time. Kick back and relax, Tony. We got some good movies going on. And I've been working hard today, guys. Well, first, let me go ahead and plug first the Letterboxd. So, those of you guys that are into movies, go ahead and check out the Letterboxd for the channel on the Horror Green Book. That's where we will be going to keep track of what movies we will be doing on the live watch parties. So my next project on my Letterbox profile is to log everything that we have currently done on the live watch parties. So for future selections, we know what has already been done. For when you guys are being chosen for what selections for the upcoming week when you're called upon. And another thing that I've been working on, guys, is I got started on a very big project. It took me all day to get this done, guys. But I got some very big news. Now, I know we talked about this for a few weeks now. Oh, rum and vodka, rum, and pineapple. Hey, that's always a good choice. I love vodka. I love rum, and pineapple is always a great mixer. Rum and pineapple is like my go-to every time, usually. So, that's good to know. I'll know that whenever we're getting some drinks, Mupper, for sure. Hey, Captain Spaulding in the house. What's going on, Captain Spaulding? Hey, man, you guys, Captain Spaulding left a link for a podcast that he was on, and he was showing off a bit of his collection. He has a very, very impressive collection. So, you guys go back to the Phantasm live stream from last night, and he left a comment and check out that video. It's very cool. So, speaking of which, that's very good to know because I know a lot of you guys have very impressive collections. A lot of you guys are big fans and everything. What's going on, Donovan? Me and Donovan got into a very cool conversation earlier in which we may be bringing some very big news to the channel very soon. We're going to chop it up a little bit more about that in the private time. But lo and behold, just know that there are some big things, very good things in store for you travelers on the channel. But back to what I was saying, guys. What I was working on all day was a project. As a 40-year-old guy that isn't as savvy in regards to the newest bits of technology, it took me all day and going through some YouTube channels. But I finally completed. Well, it's not necessarily completed, but it's completed enough to unveil it to you guys right here, right now. So this is a horror green book exclusive tonight. You guys are the first to know about the official horror green book Discord channel. So we have a Discord server. I should say Discord server. So used to saying channel. But I have an official Discord server for you guys to check out and join. So this will be the spot for you guys to come and hang out, discuss all the good things that you want to discuss, and all the fun things in regards to the conventions, your collections. But instead of actually just talking about it, I think it would be a bit better to actually show you guys the actual Discord server. So bear with me a bit here, guys, while I pull that up for you. Man, I'm so excited to show you guys. All right. Let me pull this chat over here so the view isn't obscured. All right, guys, here we go. Here is the clip of the Discord server. Of course, my membership to the Lost Drive-In is right there, but here's the Horror Green Book Hangout. And we have all the different tabs. It took me all day to organize all of this and think it out in regards to making it a bit entertaining for you guys. Now, this is very cool, but in order for this to really take off, this is going to depend on you guys' participation. I will be dropping the link here shortly, but of course we have the welcome screen here. So this is where you guys will be talking, and you get your official welcome. We have our channel rules and everything for the server. This is where I will be making announcements in regards to upcoming conventions that I'll be going to, things of that nature, filming locations, opportunities to hang out with me, things similar to that. We have our social media tab here where you'll get posts from my Instagram, my Facebook, the official Letterboxd posts. So if you guys are, not registered on Letterboxd, you can go through and see which films are listed. And you have my first official YouTube post, which is the Disgraceful Double Features Live Watch Party for tonight. So you guys will be able to go here and click on these links there to go directly to the server and through to the channel from the server, I should say. We have introductions here. This is where everyone would have to, in order to post on the server, you actually have to come through and make an introduction. I have the first official one on the server. So hello, travelers. And this is the general chat where everyone will be hanging out. So I'm glad that, you will have that ability to get into all of that. So, let's just say tomorrow, you guys just want to talk about your day and just what's going on. This is where we'll be hanging out. This is where you guys will go and show off your collections. So get out those videos and pictures of the new things that you guys have just come across. Show off those VHS collections. Show off those masks. Just, show off, whether you are a newbie to collecting or you're someone that's been collecting for decades. Come and show off, and also give people advice and things of that nature. For wrestling fans, we got wrestling talk. So whenever big pay-per-views are coming up, for those of you that watch, Raw, or you guys watch AEW every week, you can come right here and talk about that. Those of you that travel to conventions like me, you can talk about what guests are coming out your way, what's happening out your way, pictures from the conventions, the after parties, all of that stuff. Thanks a lot, Tony. I did a lot of thinking in regards to it. I wanted it to be very interactive for you guys. We got the music tab here, so if you guys go to concerts, collecting some new cassettes or vinyl, anything music related, feel free to talk about it in here. We got sports. So go ahead and rep your teams. For now, this is dear to my heart. So for those of you that are into beer, you go to different breweries and you like to hang out. You like to check out what's something that's local, or if you like to travel, you like to check out what's local to that particular area. You can take pictures and give your thoughts and opinions on what you're drinking right there. So there you go, Bumper. So if you have a particular rum or vodka that you're using, feel free to post about it and right there. And this one's a particular special one. This one will be the vendor room. So, like I said, on the channel, of course, I go through different vendors. So I will be inviting different vendors, and this will be where they can feel comfortable, showing some of the things that they have sell, and that way you can go to their social media and check out some of the things that they have and know that they are approved by the Horror Green Book. And of course we have voice channels, and then we have the almighty modification tab here. So of course I will be giving mod power to different you know people that contribute to the channel, long time subscribers, those of you who come here every week that I know that I can count on. um, it's for you guys. So I wanted to unveil it for you guys tonight. I worked very hard to try to get it all set up for tonight. So I'm glad that you all are here to check it out. So with that being said, I will put in the first invite code for the Discord channel right there for you guys. So there is the link right there. Feel free to join the Discord channel. I probably won't get much time to chat much tonight, but tomorrow and over the next few days I will be adding more and more to it and engaging with you guys. This will be a great way to get the community engaged with you guys and building those relationships. So I hope you guys are mostly queued up for the first film, which is Bloodsport. I included the link like always. It is pinned to the channel, the chat, I should say. So let me get myself set up. Let's just say 9:45. Let's start. Man, I'm so excited about the Discord, guys. Yeah, major shout out to the YouTubers that I had to go through and rewind and rewind their videos to make sure everything looked as appealing as possible. I just wanted to be something that's engaging for you guys. So major things in store for the channel, guys. So that's one of the first steps. I've been promising for the past few weeks that I would get out a Discord channel for you guys. So a Discord server. I'm gonna stop saying that, guys. A Discord server for you guys. So go ahead and hit that link, guys, and join. That particular link is only available for a week. So by the time that next week's live watch party will come around, there will be another link. So I'm going to keep the links fresh so that we get, new people coming in different waves, and, so that everything isn't necessarily crazy or we're getting random people joining from random videos. But hey, what's going on? Ghostface. Hey, thanks a lot, Donovan. Yeah, man, I did put some work into it, so it's for you guys to appreciate. All right, guys, press play on Bloodsport. I almost missed the cue. Hey, how's it going, Ghostface? And of course, guys, if you ever need a timestamp, ask for a timestamp. But yeah, guys, go ahead and make sure to join the Discord and contribute. Like I said, I know you guys got some very cool items in your collections. So it's a great way to show them off. I had a very good day, Ghostface. I'm glad to be here hanging out with you all, checking out some Bloodsport and some Turbo Kid later on tonight on the inaugural Disgraceful double features. Get some Bolo. Man, Ghostface, I'm just so happy that you guys are here. You, Donovan, Captain Spaulding, you got Bumper, Tony, Hard Complex, TCCK Gaming. Major shout out to you all. This music really gets you pumped, right? Like, how many of you guys were like, maybe, let's just say, preteens to kids around the first time that you saw Bloodsport or something like Kickboxer, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to take this aggression out on my siblings or my little cousins. I know I'm more than guilty of that. I'm just thankful that there are no broken bones during those times. Hey, no problem at all, Tony. All that matters that you're here, buddy. Kick back, relax, enjoy the films. It's too bad you don't have like that. It's too bad that you don't have like that voice modulator thing, where you can just like give it that little bit of thought. Give out the sentences. You'll be our own Stephen Hawking. Ignore your Discord name. It needs to be changed. Is an inside joke from ages ago. No worries at all, Ghostface. We love inside jokes. The Bumper says, okay, I think mine went through Discord first time on it. Hey, no problem at all, Bumper. I'm still kind of like a slight novice when it comes to Discord. I'm hearing some messages, so I'm assuming that people are joining. Bumper says, "Nice pick, Ghost." Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing. He's taking a shower and probably lying. So, when was the first time you guys saw Bloodsport? Like, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned more than a few times on a lot of these live watch parties. I think my first time was catching it on my um, local channel affiliate. I think it was maybe like our ABC or our Fox affiliate, and they showed it during the daytime. And Jean Claude Van Damme, of course, was just like such a hot actor at that particular time. So Bloodsport was such an incredible watch. It's just like gripping. Like we're like, okay, we're 5 minutes in. So at this point, this is where I totally got hooked on the movie. 25 years ago. Yeah. I'm thinking the same for me. I think it is about like 25 years ago, 25, 30. No. That kid's like so unique. Like, how are you a New York Giants fan and a San Francisco Giants fan? I think he just likes the Giants. That's a very unique combination of fandoms. But then again, if you're a military kid, you've been all over. It was so cool because I didn't know, like, as a kid, this dude has like such a demeaning, well, a powerful presence, and you didn't know how much of a badass he was, like, as an actor. And Ghostface is like, and thank you. But yeah, guys, remember the Discord is just as much yours as it is mine. Feel free to kick back and chat. I'm watching this on Tubi. Bloodsport's on Tubi. The link is pinned, Ghostface. Or you could just search for it on Tubi. Whenever you need a timestamp, just let me know. Music is so good in this. You are here to be my son's punching bag. You are now the whipping boy. All the days when you could wear a cigarette company shirt or a liquor store's or a liquor company's shirt to school. What a time to be alive. Tony says, I remember taking karate at my school in fifth grade, but I was all shy. So when they told us we had to fight at a tournament, I quit. Oh, man. I just reached the ad. Man, karate, taekwondo, all the martial arts were so hot back in the day. And it's really cool now to see that, with MMA coming about, that it's kind of been like so rejuvenated in a way where it's been a feeding ground for kids to become karate masters and then decide, all right, well, I want to try a little bit of boxing, I want to try a little bit of jujitsu, and it leads to MMA. And it's crazy now that there are actual MMA like classes for kids. It's funny because my son loves MMA. So he's just like, yeah, man, I want to do some martial arts soon. So I think we're gonna start him off with boxing because there's a pretty cool boxing gym that's pretty close by, and their classes aren't that expensive. So we'll see if he takes to that. He could use a little bit more coordination. And here we have Danica Patrick trying to sell me endurance warranties. So, Ghostface, I'm about to give you a timestamp whether or not you like it or not. All right, guys. Let's see. The timestamp is 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Yeah, boxing's fun. I mean, and then it's like they say, it's the sweet science. So it's a lot of coordination, movement, learning instincts. So, and I think it's a pretty cool way of learning how to defend yourself. I think boxing and jujitsu are like a perfect 1-2 punch in regards to, learning how to defend yourself, especially if you're a kid. Striking and a ground game. I love it how he's just like, yeah, man, I know you're feeling bad, but you're making me feel terrible too. like, like I've tried, but I'll never be your son. Your uncle won the Junior Golden Globes when he was 12 in L.A. Wow, man. Yeah, those Golden Globes champs. Don't mess with them. They never they never lose it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Bumper. Like as he gets older, taking up some jujitsu. Yeah, this film had just some of the best montages. This is like probably like the montages in this film are, I would say, definitely top three in the 80s. And the 80s had some top notch montages. Like I think of this, I think of like Revenge of the Nerds. What other montage would I put as like top three? Man, that's a tough one too. Hmm. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Hmm. You know what? The third one, I would say, allow me a tie, guys. Allow me a tie between the Wizard. That's one, and the second one would be Over the Top. Yeah, I know. But yeah. What are some of you guys' favorite montages from the 80s? When he reaches 12, kickboxing helps too to keep opponents away from him. Okay. Yeah, that kid is annoying. That's part of his redemption arc. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind, Bumper, in regards to kickboxing. Yeah, the Scarface one is iconic. That's definitely top five for me. It's like randomly I just think of like push it to the limit, walking on the razor's edge. Okay, let me stop. He's 10. He just turned 10. Ghostface literally just turned 10 on the 17th. Your own energy. I remember when I was a kid, this scene traumatized me. I thought this was how someone had to learn how to do the splits. I will never forget this. As a matter of fact, I think I really unlocked the memory for my first time seeing Bloodsport. It was me going to visit my sister in Florida after she moved there, and I was a kid, and her ex husband, he rented Bloodsport and watched it and was like, "Wow." It's funny how like you'll see a scene and you just like will remember something vividly. You've never seen this movie till now? Really? Oh, thank you, Ghostface. South Park when Cartman is training for the Special Olympics montage. I love the look that he gives him. He's like, that's like the best look on this side of Mr. Miyagi, affirming Daniel. Like, all right, you made it. You remember getting into this along with the Seagal flicks? Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get into some Seagal. Seagal will have to be a must. Like, we're gonna have to do like, my personal Seagal flick is Marked for Death. I mean, you got Steven Seagal versus Killer Rastafarians. You got young Danielle Harris. You got very cool reggae songs. I mean, what else could you ask for? Oh yeah, that Mr. Miyagi gif is uh one of the best. There's never an inappropriate time to use that meme or that gif. Oh, that cake scene in Under Siege. Oh, if you know, you know. That's all I can say. All I know is, let's just say I'll never forget when Under Siege premiered on HBO on its Saturday night premieres when they did that. Oh man, when the cake scene came on, whew, that's all I can say. I love Jean Claude's jacket in this movie. I would totally rock that jacket. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. And thanks a lot for being here for the Disgraceful double feature live watch party. Bumper says favorite 80s movies are North Shore, Goonies, Legend of Billie Jean, Spies Like Us, The Jerk. The Jerk is so good. The Jerk is one of my all-time favorites. And Legend of Billie Jean, um, love that. Texas classic. Fair is fair. Can't wait to go to Oregon someday and check out some of the Goonies filming locations. I've never seen North Shore, so I'm going to have to add that to my list. I did have an illegal scrambler box. Those were the absolute best. Adding North Shore now. What is Kumite? And thanks for those of you who joined the Discord. I just got the notifications. And I love the screen name, Ghostface. I was wondering what it could have been, and then I saw it. I'm like, oh, that's probably what she's talking about. Well, needless to say, we embrace the creative and wonderful names that end up being inside jokes with our friends. Yeah, those black scrambler boxes were the best. Oh, Wildcats. Wildcats is so good. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Oh, guys. Who remembers that Kung Fu game? That what was it? Karate Fighter? That one's like Karate Fighter. Barbara says I had the black box. Been pirate for a long time, selling the seeds of cheese. Tony says my dad was born in Astoria, where they filmed Goonies. He didn't live there long. Okay, cool. North Shore is awesome. Okay. Tony says accepted the invite. I'll hop on and dig in after the movies. Hey, I appreciate it, guys. But like I said, this is going to be our community. I wanted to give you guys the exclusives for it. Eventually, it's only going to be available to channel members, but simply because you guys are such early adopters and supporters to the channel, I wanted the Discord to be available for you guys, first and, foremost. Hey, oh Restless, what's going on, oh Restless? You got a young Forrest Whitaker here. She was a kick-ass lady. Yeah, this was probably right after Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's a great surfing movie. John Philbin is in it too. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm always up for movie recommendations, and that's why I recommend you guys that are into movies definitely get onto Letterboxd, and that way I can see what films you guys are watching as well, so I can see what films are high on you guys' list. Like, what are your 5-star films? And if it's something that I haven't seen before, then I'm going to put it on my list to see immediately, because I put you guys' opinions and taste into high consideration for sure. Gotta watch out for the triad. Man, I just love seeing old city settings from back in the day. It really doesn't matter where it is. Like, you have Hong Kong here, but it could easily be an Italian giallo, or some schlocky, Eastern European film. It's just something about that retro look and the film stock they used as well. Yeah, I know. We mentioned that on the channel, Restless. Yeah, it's a shame because dude's very talented. I think I have it set to where you guys can post vids. I know you could definitely do pictures, but I think you guys will be able to do vids. But if you're unable to do it, let me know in the chat on the either in the collection section or in the general section. I'll see it, or just at me, and that way I'll make sure to enable it if I can. Tony says I keep forgetting to ask a friend from Long Beach who knows the directors. Yeah, I know it sucks. Oh, Restless, it really does. I'll maybe check it out eventually, but I'm in no rush to. Speaking of another city landscape that I love in a movie, that reminds me of City of God. You know, and with Brazil, just the narrow hallways right there definitely reminds me of Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo and the favelas. A lot of the documentaries, like with Tony Bourdain, rest in peace. Man, you had to go through like some corridors and curves to get there. All right, just reached my next ad, guys. Yeah, but thanks again for everyone that joined the Discord. If you guys, anyone that just joined wants the link, let me know. I'll repost the link to that or the letterbox as well. I'm just trying to get more engagement, especially on the letterbox. But I know you guys are definitely going to enjoy the Discord. The Discord is going to be so fun. Like, man, I can't wait for like the growth. And especially with a lot of you all that come here very often, especially some of the first ones of you all that joined the Discord. I hope you guys are up for being an admin, or not admin, I should say, a moderator for the server. So those of you that may be interested in being a moderator, um, definitely let me know in the chat if you're interested. I will definitely make sure to bestow that upon you when needed. Yeah, I know. Devin, he got work after Jeepers Creepers, but I mean, if you're good friends with Francis Ford Coppola, I mean, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get work again without much of an issue. Yeah, that's Hollywood. You get promoted for it. Yeah, I know. You're preaching the Corey Feldman's choir there. Tony says he's down. Okay. Buffer says, "Okay, I'll try. I suck on using the internet." Hey, I get you, Buffer. I'm with you. It racked my brain getting the Discord set up for sure. But thankfully, I came across some good videos. 25 minutes and 15 seconds for anyone that's just joining. Make me Ghostface for you says I have Butterfingers and somehow deleted the first part of my comment. My Discord name was inspired by something hilarious my grandmother said. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Well, that's an awesome tribute. So you shouldn't change it then. Has anyone in here seen City of Industry with Steven Dorff? No, I haven't. Is this something that you recommend, Bumper? Like I said, I'll add it to the letterbox. That was the kick-ass lady you were referring to. That's awesome. That's awesome, Ghostface. Well, it's very fitting that you should keep your tribute with your very cool Discord name to her. No, well, you know what? I saw parts of Feldman's doc, and then I kind of like lost interest. Yeah, I think someone, I think I came across like a pirated copy of it, and it was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, the live stream debacle. Yeah, I kind of had like a funny feeling that Corey would be Corey. Yeah, just imagine how cool we all would be as old people. Yeah, I know. I definitely want to be one of those cool old guys that's just like, oh, that movie's pretty cool. But let me put you onto this movie. Let me see, City of Industry. Oh, that looks like a very cool premise, Bumper. Yeah, man. Mortal Kombat just like ripped so much off from Bloodsport. I think that's why Mortal Kombat definitely took off. It's just like, oh, all of this seems so familiar. The end where he cuts his lock of hair off and puts it on Ham's Grace was kind of strange. Ham's Grace, yeah. uh, well, his grave, yeah, his grave. Yeah, that was pretty awkward. But then again, I mean, it wouldn't be Corey. Yeah, it seems very intriguing, Ghostface, from the premise. So I'm like, okay, I like films like this. I saw Zygot also after the live stream. That was very cool. I'm a sucker for anything with Dakota Fanning in it. So I saw she was in it, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. Very cool effects. Good mix of practical and CGI. Very cool story for just what 23-minute short. Very cool. Let's see. Reading up on monetization on YouTube lately, and damn, that's a lot to remember. Yeah, it's definitely crazy. I had to kind of like narrow it down to where it's like, okay, 1,000, 4,000. Hey, JD, what's going on, Jeff? Just woke up. Watch until you get sleepy again. Well, thanks for joining us. That means a lot for you being here, buddy. Hope you're doing well. I'm looking forward to going to Trans World this weekend. So it'll be my first time going. So you guys be on the lookout for that live stream and that vlog coming. So it's a crime theft action movie. I love those. Yeah, I'm really big on that. I love those and like spy thrillers. You know what freaked you out as a kid was the Volcano Dock Ring of Fire. You know what? I've never seen that, but you know what? I could see how that would definitely freak you out. Um, I was really freaked out by earthquakes as a kid. So natural disasters could definitely be a freaky thing as a kid. Can't fight, guys. We can't fight. Yeah, I watched Ghostface. Like I said, I'll take you guys' recommendations to heart. Like I know all of you guys have a very good taste. So if you guys are gonna recommend a movie, I may not get to it immediately, but I will add it to my watch list on Letterboxd and try to knock it off, as quickly as possible. Yeah, Transworld's huge. I saw the map and I'm like, man, I'm glad that it's multiple days. I'm hoping that I could knock a majority of it out in 2 days. But I may have to do an extra run on Sunday before I head back to Dallas, just in case I miss any particular content. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I love a good creature feature. Dude's so disgusted. Oh, those outfits are so 80s. Yeah, thanks again, everyone, for hanging out with me tonight. What time is it wherever you guys are? I know Bumper and Tony are on the East Coast. Jeff is Eastern Standard Time, if I'm not mistaken. So where Jeff is, it's 11:21. Donovan is Central Standard Time, like me as well. But where are you, old restless, and everyone else? Okay, so you're Eastern Standard Time as well, old restless. Okay, I'm just trying to get a good picture of where everyone is. I know some of you guys is earlier, and then some of you guys is a little bit later. Hey, Lori, what's going on, Lori? Hope everything's going well, Lori. Jean Claude just could not help showing off his split skills. 11:22 in Southern Ontario. Okay, I can't wait to go up that way sometime. Whenever I do go to Canada, I do want to go to George Romero's grave. It's like somewhere near Toronto. And it's so surprising because you would assume George was buried somewhere near Pittsburgh, but nope, he's in Toronto, which is cool because I'm hoping to find more Canadian filming locations from the films that were Canadian tax breaks in the 80s to film for the channel one of these days. So, and that's another reason that I wanted to do the Discord because if I so happen to come out to some of you guys' neck of the woods, I want to meet up with you guys. Even if you're not able to go to a convention, like if I'm driving through or something like that, let's, grab lunch or grab a beer or something like that. Hey, thanks a lot, Lori. I'm having a good one, a very, very good one. Bumper says some woman died on flight to Italy and had to be moved next to a couple. I thought about Michael and Jessica because they were on a flight to Italy on the same day. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I saw they did a post about that on their Facebook about them making their trip to Italy. And wow, that is so crazy. Like like I could just imagine that experience of having to sit next to that's crazy. Now, granted, some people will probably be into that. I mean, we're not gonna shame them for better or for worse. But wow, that's crazy. I can't wait to see the content that Michael and Jessica are going to get from Italy. I'm really hoping that they go to Argento's store out in Rome. That's definitely going to be one of the spots that I hit whenever I go to Italy. I want to do that, and I want to go to some filming locations like the spots in like Deep Red. I want to go to Germany. I want to go see some of the spots in Suspiria. Like, oh, there's so many places in Europe. And the cool thing about it is like you can just take a trade. So I can't wait for the channel to actually finally go international. It's definitely in my plans to go international on the channel. Well, technically we did go international because I was on the cruise, but as far as like an actual trip abroad, strictly for a convention or filming locations, I have sites to have it done at the latest in 2026. But yeah, Ghostface, George is buried in right somewhere near Toronto. Bumper said I once had to paint a wall over a corpse in Kaiser in San Diego in the freezer room because they said they couldn't move it, and my apprentice freaked out. Yo, that's crazy. Bumper is cool under pressure, but I wouldn't expect anything less. You're a very cool guy. Let me do a quick search. Yeah, George A. Romero is buried in Toronto Necropolis Cemetery in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So you should go visit George, Ghostface. He's a lot closer to you than he is to me. But one of these days, whenever I do go out that way, I'll have to let you know. Maybe you could travel out close to me, or we can meet somewhere. I would love to meet you guys. Tony says, bumper when my dad passed at the VA in San Diego. I went to visit him and realized he was already gone. Staff didn't know. Bro, are you serious? That's so crazy, Tony, man. That sucks that that happened at the VA, man. Before you became a painter, you almost worked in a crematory. So glad you didn't. That would have been a very interesting career. But sometimes I think about that because I have a good friends back in Memphis, and their family's involved in politics and everything, but they actually they're a long time powerful family in Memphis, and they actually got their family fortune through the mortuary business. So I always think about that. I'm like, yeah, you could actually start a great business and make a lot of money because hey, business is always booming in the deaf industry. Would be fun to meet up. I haven't been to a convention in a while. Yeah, Ghostface, seriously. We'll definitely have to do that for real. And that's one of the reasons I'm glad we have the Discord now. I'm glad you'll be down, Ghostface. Yeah, mortuary work messes your head up. Yeah, it makes you. Yeah, I've met a few friends. Well, I have a few friends that work in the industry, and they're all they're all very cool, but they're all just insanely chill. Like their emotions don't get very high at all. For a lack of better words, you could say cold blooded. I mean, not saying that's a bad thing, but you're right, or restless. Um, my thing is like I could do the stuff where it's just like, yeah, someone died of natural causes or something like that. Yeah, that's one thing. But the stuff where like, oh, someone like, okay, Gage from Pet Cemetery, those types of scenarios, I couldn't be able to do something like that. You're gonna look it up. You're an hour south of Toronto, so if you do decide to go, Ghostface, you definitely have to announce it in the Discord and in the chat here so that we know. You got to document your experience and post it in the Discord. That's part of what we want to do as well. So if you guys have any cool experiences that you guys will come across, post it up. We want to see it. Flipping them in the oven. What's the worst part? My uncle ran this crematory, and showed you the business preys on grieving people. It's really weird, but people always thought, yeah, I know. And it's crazy how restless because I have an idea for a horror short around the mortuary business. It's definitely something pretty creepy. So one of these days, when I make more and more connections and do more stuff, I definitely want to bring some of those ideas that I have for shorts to life. That punch always gets me. He's just like, oh no, I'll just go ahead and lay down. Jeff says, I used to work at a funeral home as a summer job when I was in college. Not a job for everyone. Yeah, for real. It really isn't. Yeah, Jonathan Davis. Yep, worked for one. Yeah, so yeah, I remember reading interviews of his where he talked about some of the messed up stuff he saw, especially involving kids. That's the thing that would get to be the worst. Like stuff with like kids and women. Like, oh, that would get me. Yeah, try to get that tooth. They don't bite, but it can be bad if someone burned up because of the smell. I know Tom Savini has seen the most. Yeah, yeah. Being a war photographer, like you get like straight up the unfilteredness. Like even going back to like the Civil War, like with the beginnings of photography and how they were able to finally, you know, get real live photographs of what happened on battlefields. Because before the Civil War, you have to rely on paintings, and no matter how good you can be as a painter, when you actually really see photographs of war, it really makes you say, yeah, man, let's just talk the differences out. Fight to survive. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't help it. This song gets me every time, guys. Cool, bate, cool, bate. Hey, I know you guys are doing it too. Yeah, this movie's great. Davis wrote a song about a little girl who's I know, yeah. Yeah, that reminds me of that video, Daisy's Destruction, or at least the transcript of what happened in Daisy's Destruction. Whew, it's not for the faint of heart. Or like the Toolbox Killers, the Toolbox Murders, where you get to hear like the little clip of the torture the girl went through. Very, very traumatizing. Mate, cool, Mate. Spooky Nerd Club, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. How's it going? We're just enjoying some Bloodsport right now. Later we have Turbo Kid. Feel free to stick around. We have the link pinned to the chat. We are 44 minutes. Oh, I just reached my first ad, but I was 44 minutes and 23 seconds into the film. Tony says, my dad was in Vietnam. I used to think PTSD was fake until I witnessed it. Yeah, man. I mean, going back to ancient times, I mean, there have been documentation of the stuff that war veterans have gone through. Like some of the stuff that those guys went through. I mean, just talk about like shell shock, what they considered shell shock, or the 1,000-yard stare. Yeah, man, that stuff's real, man. I mean, you see your best buddy die in a very terrible way, it's gonna stick with you. So I'm glad that we don't have to go through that trauma with our friendship here with the Green Book Gang. There's no cannons coming at our heads. Yes, definitely. Yes. For real, Ghostface, for real. That's what we need. We need more amateur filmmakers, and that's what I'm trying to link up with. I want to, I have so many ideas, and, I don't have a director's eye. So I want to pass those stories to people that are a bit more technically savvy with those things than I am. So yeah, I would love to network with people that have that same hunger and just bring some spooky stuff to the masses. Yes, we're watching Turbo Kid. Yeah, we are watching Bloodsport, Bumper. Yeah. Oh, Bumper. Oh, Bumper had a party foul. Bumper's watching it in reverse. Yes, we're watching Bloodsport. I heard about that on Sword and Scale. Just listening to that was tough. Yeah, I've only heard bits and pieces of it. Thankfully, the whole tape has never been reviewed. But when I was trying to be an edge lord teenager, of course, I sought out the audio, and yeah, that sucks. We are at 45 minutes and 43 seconds, bumper. Spooky Nerd Club says, I'm doing pretty good over here. Wanted to check in on the watch party. And you know what, Bumper? You know what, Bumper? Now that makes sense because you said that you had never seen it before, and I'm like, Bumper, there's no way that you haven't seen Bloodsport before. So now that makes sense. That's what you were meaning. I'm sorry I didn't catch on to that earlier, buddy. Now I'm glad that I did sing "I Fight to Survive." Desert Fiends 2 is being filmed in Las Vegas in April and looking for roles right now from fans. Oh, that's cool. I think I may be in Vegas again in August, bumper, for a concert, and plus I'll be able to get some content out of it. But the closer I get to it, I'll keep you guys posted. You're trying to get the lead role? Hey, yeah, man. There's this I have to look. There's this Facebook group that I'm a part of where they get people like horror extra jobs and things of that nature and roles. But I need to see if it's like a nationwide group or if it's based for like a particular part of the country. Lori says, I know it's not until July, but are you coming to the con in OKC? Oh, yes, Lori. I am 100% coming to OKC Horror Con. Ghostface, I'll be going. Well, I'll be going to Ghost's concert. Ghost will be coming to Vegas in August, and one of my good friends in Vegas, they're a big fan of Ghost. Me, I'm still new to Ghost's music, but I do dig a few songs of the groups. So I'm gonna go just the fact to enjoy more Vegas time. Possibly link up with Bumper, do some gambling, hang out with the cool kids. Maybe go hang out with Christy from Nightmare Toys at the store. You know, all that good stuff. The timestamp is 48 minutes and 26 seconds. Spooky Nerd Club. Yeah, Ghostface. Ghost will be coming to Vegas. They're doing their world tour, so you can look up dates. They may actually be coming to Canada. I do know that there's some international stops at the first half of the tour. They announced Matthew Lillard and Jamie for OKC HorrorCon. Really? Nice, nice. Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna have to. Well, I'm definitely gonna be there. Rod submitted that I can get in for free with anything that they have that they're throwing for the future because I come in from Dallas and support them. So he's like, man, you don't ever have to pay from now on, man. Just come on up, man. My brother knows you. I know you. My wife knows you. Just come on up. So I'm like, hey, I appreciate that. Every little bit helps. So I'll consider it a press pass. But yeah, I think I'll go ahead and take that as my time to finally meet Matthew and Jamie because it's something a little bit more local, and I don't have to worry about extra luggage or things of that nature with traveling. No problem at all, Spooky Nerd Club. I think it will be a great show. I enjoy concerts a lot, and I really enjoyed seeing Ghost when they came to Dallas. Um, when was it? The year before last. Yeah, definitely going to get Matt's line early. And you know what? I may have to grab someone's kid to actually um, get in there. But you know what? With knowing the owner, I may be able to get his autograph through the hookup. Him and Jamie's autograph through the hookup, as far as like just sliding the materials to them and possibly meeting them early or later. So I may do that, or either just grab someone's kid and just like, hey, can I borrow your kid for a moment? There's a cool kid cosplayer that's a Jason cosplayer. I'm cool with his dad, so he'll know that there's no funny business when I ask, can I borrow your kid? It's like it's just for a Matthew Lillard autograph. I promise you. Oh, it was Skeet. Hey, well, Skeet's line is going to be just as long. You're seeing Ghost in July in Detroit, Jeff? Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm hoping to see them in August in Vegas, and I'm hoping to go to Silver Scream Con, so I'll see Ice Nine Kills as well as going to the convention. So I get a concert and convention for a 2-in-1. Yeah, you wait a couple hours in this line at Texas Frightmare and still wasn't able to beat him. Yeah, man, those lines at Texas Frightmare are so crazy for the Screamcast, and that's why I feel sooner than later I should go ahead and get their autographs, especially if it's a con that I could drive to. Now with me getting more hookups as far as like knowing the people that run these conventions, especially the local ones in Texas or in Oklahoma, because I could go to them more often. um, Maybe I could use that hookup to actually get that autograph. You went to 3 cons before you met him. You had to give up twice because the line took so long. That was me with Robert England. It took me multiple attempts to get him, and the time that I got him and I had VIP, I didn't need it. It's just like, go figure. Yeah, I have seen them before, and you this would be crazy for you to probably hear Ghostface. All right, it was a last minute decision for me to go see Ghost the year before last. And when I did, I went through, third party ticketing service. And it was funny because I saw like I think I paid like maybe like less than $15 for my ticket for, general line admission. But the venue in Dallas where it was at, the Toyota Music Factory, is very good venue for the general admission. I hung out with all the cool fans and got some bracelets for people that were giving away friendship bracelets, and made some good friends. It is on my channel, Ghostface. So if you want to see my footage from that Ghost concert, go to my channel and search Ghost, and you'll find that footage from that concert. It was a lot of fun. You saw Ice Nine Kills is a great show. You saw them with Metallica. Yeah, you know what? I wanted to go to that show when they went with Metallica, because that would have been my time to see Metallica too. Because I would love to, see them as well. Matthew did quotes for free though on your SLC Punk poster. Yo, that's cool. Yo, Matt is such a man of the people. Yeah, Ghostface. Like seriously, like I think I paid just as much for parking as I did for my ticket. So I think altogether for me to go see Ghost in Dallas, it was $30. So it was a great experience. Like, needless to say, I the money that I saved was well spent in beer and a concert tee. And it's crazy, guys. Concert tees are getting so expensive nowadays. Like, I remember the days of the $20 concert tee. And now you'll be lucky to find a concert tee for $40. Yeah, that dude should have. He should have drank more milk. Build stronger bones. Yo, but to be honest though, no lie, no matter what era you're in, she looks so hot in that dress. Like that hair and makeup, perfect. You just bought one for 35 at Septic Flesh. That's a deal. $35 for a band tee, that's a deal. Anything less than $40 nowadays is a steal. Sad to say. Yeah, I bet that's yo man. Like I did see your videos from that show and I have to see them live. I had a friend that I follow on social media and she went to see them in Greece. So that was an extra dope experience. He's into that movie now because he's going through his skater phase. So I broke down and watched it. Yeah, I love a good skater movie. Something like SOC Punk or Gleaming the Cube, Thrashing, um, What's Up Rockers. Oh my god, this is the funniest fight. That dude did like the best posturing ever though. Yeah, merch prices are so crazy. Yeah, exactly, man. The venue, and then the venue has to make their money because Ticketmaster and Live Nation are taking so much from the venues. So it's it's a big pyramid scheme now that the ticket services have definitely cornered the market on the racket. Like when I was a kid, before I was really going to shows, I didn't really understand the gripes Pearl Jam had against Ticketmaster. But now, as someone that goes to more and more shows, well, as I got older, going to more and more shows, and with all of these fees, yeah, I totally am all for the venues taking back the power. Yeah, that show did look like a lot of fun, Bumper. That's the concert dream. You have signed that in the Hackers poster. I would love to find like an official VHS or something from like promotional material from Skate TV. I think it was called Skate TV. It was like the Nickelodeon show that Matthew Lillard was like a co-host for, or at least he did segments for. I would love to see his face if I brought out something like that. Yeah, yeah, I loved. I was more of a Gleaming the Cube guy for sure, but I respected Thrashing. Yeah, yeah. What does service fee even mean? Yeah, someone's getting serviced, all right. That's putting it lightly. Yeah, man, $15 concerts, like for real, man. You're only gonna get that now if someone's undiscovered now. Like that's why I try to go to so many shows now. Like even if I don't even know who the band is now, just on the off chance that I'll like their music and I get to see something, I'll get exposed to something new and I'll get to be entertained for 15, $20. Pills must be kicking in, Tony. You remember Green Day played the amphitheater here for a penny, and it was for a radio station. Like it's real cool. Like I really wish that I lived in Dallas during certain times, right? Because well, Memphis thankfully has always had a great and vibrant music scene and live music scene. But hearing about some of the like live concerts that were like put on for free in certain venues in Dallas, I'm just like, oh man, I'm so jealous. Oh, they definitely kicked in, huh, Tony? Hey, Tony's floating on the cloud now, guys. Tony's going to be feeling like how John Claude will be feeling when the dust is thrown in his eyes. Tony's feeling like, Keep me posted on what you find. I'm always on the hunt for lesser knowns. Um, I did one of the lesser known bands that I'm really digging. They're a hardcore band. So if you're into hardcore stuff, definitely check them out. They're this group of young kids from San Antonio. They're called Fear of Loss. So I'm really digging them, and I'm hoping that they'll come up to Dallas sometime soon for a show. If not, I'll definitely make the drive down to somewhere else in Texas, whether it's Austin, San Antonio, Houston, etc. Hey Vero, what's going on, Vero? Welcome back, Vero. Good news, Vero. We have officially started the Discord server, the Horror Green Book Discord server. Oh, for anyone that's just joining in, let me actually put in the Discord server link. So, guys, click on the link to join the Discord server. I gave a good preview of all the stuff that's available for you guys to take advantage of on there. I wanted to have something for you guys to check out. No, I do not have a Spotify playlist to share just yet, but that's something I may actually do in the future, Vero. That's something very cool. And speaking of which, on the Discord server, there is a music channel, so that will be a great place for us to discuss bands, discuss what music we're digging, things of that nature. So I'll go in there and I'll share some stuff, and maybe I'll go ahead and create a playlist to share with you guys. You have yeah, definitely check Fear of Loss out, guys. My favorite song of theirs right now is called STS, or Strength Through Suffering, which is like the title track of their latest EP. Some really good old school style hardcore. So Slaughter to Prevail is one of your favorite hardcore bands. Okay, cool, cool. No, I haven't listened to House of Protection before. I'll check them out. I love you guys. You guys have like awesome recommendations. Like seriously, going into my phone now to add these. So bear with me, guys. See House of Protection. Okay. Slaughter to Prevail. Oh, they're based in Orlando. Oh, cool. I have to ask my buddy that lives in Orlando about them. He may have possibly have seen them. He goes to a lot of shows out that way. So thanks for the recommendations, guys. Hey, good night, Jeff. Thanks for stopping through with us and hanging out for a bit. Hey, and thank you again, man. I'm gonna have a blast at Transworld, so be sure to check out that video. Hey, thanks so much for joining, Vero. They have some great music, Spooky Nerd Club. Okay, cool. I'm all for checking out new music. I'm a huge music nerd as much as I am a horror nerd or movies nerd. So I'm all for checking out some new stuff. I'm always on the hunt for music that I haven't heard of yet. Oh yes, Vero, 100%. I will be doing a live stream from Transworld, so be on the lookout for that, guys. Let me see. Okay, I'm seeing some people that have joined. Oh man, thanks so much everyone that's joined the Discord server so far. It really means a lot to me that everyone's really starting to engage and everything in there. I can't wait for it to really get jumping. And you know, post pictures from conventions and concerts and things of that nature. Yeah, it's cool because I didn't turn off the notifications chirp from Discord, so I'm hearing whenever a message or someone's joining. So that's very pleasant. Like the music is so good in this because it really gives the whole gambit. Like now you have the whole power ballad slow jam vibe right now. Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to figure out I added a bot. I can't wait for you guys to see how the bot reacts to a certain word or certain words that get used. So it's going to be pretty fun. Mm, 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 mm. Make it right, my own, alone. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop showing how much I've seen this movie. But let's just say you can imagine a 9, 10 year old Brendan belting out this song on the top of my lungs like my best friend just got paralyzed in a fight. You gotta love the good stoic montage. It's just like, oh, I faced my first real case of the cards being stacked against me. So now I have to seek within for the answers. That's when you know stuff's about to get pretty real. The Tubi stream looks pretty crisp. Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that, Spooky Nerd Club. Hey, where are you located, Spooky Nerd Club? That's the good thing about Tubi. I love when Tubi has a good copy of something. Yeah, I know, right? You would think that he would love to soak up that extra money and admiration. What is everyone's favorite Van Damme movie? Let's just say, let's take out Bloodsport. If you can't say Bloodsport, what would be your favorite Van Damme movie? For me, man, it would either be like Cyborg or Time Cop. You're out in Delaware? Okay, cool, cool. I'm definitely hoping to do more East Coast cons. And I definitely want to go check out Delaware as well and mark it off of my states visited list for sure. Ghostface says she's pumped for the new tunes. His best friend Muhammad is the villain from Kickboxer, and he meets fans. Yeah, man, that dude's cool. I've always liked the villain from Kickboxer. He always had like a very cool look to him. Kickboxer probably. Street Fighter Spooky Nerd Club. Yeah, man. Oh man, speaking of Street Fighter, the dude who played E Honda just passed away. That was pretty sad. Yeah, okay, so Donovan likes Street Fighter as well. I mean, you know what? I mean, people can hate on Street Fighter all they want, but it is 100% a guilty pleasure. I mean, like, you could say whatever you want about Street Fighter, but you can't say that Raul Julia didn't give 100% his all while fighting cancer and knowing that his days were likely numbered. I can't possibly, shit on a movie like that, knowing that that dude gave his all, knowing that that would be something that his kids would know and love. So, hey man, if you guys love Street Fighter like that and that's your favorite Van Damme movie, hey, salute to you on that one because I got a lot of love for Street Fighter. I will joke on it, but to be honest, I joke more on the Street Fighter the movie video game than I do on the movie. Check out a song called Bratva from Slaughter to Prevail at Ghost. You may like it. It's hardcore band. Okay. They do Monster Mania convention about 2 to 3 times a year. Yeah, yeah. Monster Mania is definitely on my list. If I'm lucky, I'll be going to one of them. I want to go to Monster Mania and the New Jersey Horror Con. Those are definitely high on my list. But for sure, I'm definitely going to do Silver Scream Con this year. Because that way I can do my annual trip to Salem. It's 2 years in a row that I've gone to Salem, and I'm hoping for a third this year. So if all goes well, I'll be in Salem for a third time this year, but this time with my conjoining trip with Silver Scream Con. So it'll be a 3-for-1: horror convention, Salem, and an Ice Nine Kills concert. Yeah, man. Barbara, I'm with you. I really need to do a chiller theater as well. That's high on my list. I need to do Blobfest. I want to go see the theater from the Blob. I mean, and pay my respects to that awesome film. So I have a good friend that's a vendor, and she is going to Blobfest this year, and I'm like, I definitely have to do that. New Jersey HorrorCon is smaller, but it's chill. It feels like a better networking experience. Yeah, I like that type of feel as well. Spooky Nerd Club. I love the bigger cons, but also I like the smaller cons where you could just have a little bit more time to speak with the celebrities and hang out with your friends and not necessarily feel like you're being rushed off or that you have to run to, be in this line or go to this particular photo op. Wow, wow, Bumper, man, you've lived quite a life, man. Like seriously, you used to live in Salem, bro. That's cool, man. I love Salem, absolutely love it. Like, first time I went was the year before last, and it was everything that I imagined it to be. I imagine that it would be a pretty cool town to live in as well. I don't see how people afford living there though. Like, oh my gosh. Like, it seems like it would be somewhere that's so expensive to live. You have that one on Blu-ray. Didn't even know they had Blobfest. Yeah, man, Blobfest is cool, bro. Like, I remember my first time coming across Blobfest was through maybe a documentary or something, and I'm just like, wow, I did not know that there was a convention for the Blob. And I'm just like, well, I have to absolutely go and do that someday. Like, I want to go to, like, for instance, Charles Band is throwing like a little mini convention with Full Moon. I forget exactly what it's called, but they've been promoting it, and I think they finally sold out. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it this year, but next year, that may be one of the new events that I'll add. You went there once when you were a kid. Would love to go back. Hey, maybe we. You know what, guys? Maybe we should do that one year. Maybe that should be our meetup. Because I've been thinking of like, okay, if we were to do like a meetup, and if it weren't revolving around a particular convention or something like that, what spots could we meet up at? I want to do something maybe multiple times a year to make it convenient for different people at different sides of the country to meet up at. So let's just say for the people on the East Coast, we may do like a Salem meetup. Or let's just say for the people on the West Coast, let's do like a meetup at the Winchester Mansion. Something spooky related, but something super fun. Where it could also be like a sort of like a pilgrimage. So yeah, maybe that would be something pretty cool. Yeah, Bumper. He's like, I've lived all over. The House of Seven Gables is awesome. Yeah, man. I haven't gotten a chance to go to the House of Seven Gables with my last couple of trips to Salem, but with each trip, I'm marking off more and more things I've wanted to do, and best believe the House of Seven Gables is high on that list. I want to see the Church of Satan, their official headquarters, because I know that they have that out there in Salem. That looks pretty cool. And not the Church of Satan, guys. The Satanic Temple. I always get those two mixed up before I actually think about it. I'm like, no, 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 no. Church of Satan was Anton LaVey. More contemporary is the Satanic Temple. But yeah, I've been meaning to go out and check that out. So that's going to be on my list to go the next time I'm in Salem as well. See, Spooky Nerd Club says, I have a weekend pass for Monster Mania in March. I plan on spending way more money on physical media than I need. Salem is awesome. Yeah, physical media is very addicting for sure. Yeah, I want to do the witch tours too. Like, I'm definitely marking off more and more. Yeah, Blobfest is a real thing, Ghostface. It's a smaller thing. I think it's only for like people that are like locals or people that are like really huge fans of the Blob are like aware of it. But it doesn't get as much fanfare as some of the other conventions. But it's definitely one that I want to go check out for sure. I mean, as someone I love old horror films like that. So the fact that you could go see that iconic filming location and you could actually go into the theater and see you know a lot of the original things that are still around in that town. So I think that's really cool. Spooky Nerd Club says, I did a seance experience last time I visited Salem, and it was the funniest experience ever. Nice, nice. Ghostface says, excellent idea. I'd be there. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, I want to just do cool things. Like for instance, like with you being in Ontario, maybe for the people that are in Canada, we could do something where we'll go to see, something involving George Romero's grave or something around a Cronenberg filming location. Like we may go to filming locations around like you know Dead Zone or any of the other Cronenberg gems that may have filming locations still around. Yeah, I need to go see Count Orlok's Nightmare Gallery. I'm definitely gonna go to that one too. I've passed by it multiple times where I've been in Salem, so I definitely need to do that. Vero says, spooky, I'm the same way. I spend a lot on physical media since subscriptions are constantly removing movies. Yeah. You definitely have to nowadays. Better safe than sorry. And it's just like whenever you want to watch something, that's when they take it off. Every single time. It never fails. Spooky says, I don't blame you. These streaming services are getting annoying. They are. They're constantly raising prices, adding more ads, taking more away from you. It's just like, all right, guys. I mean, you guys were touting being better than cable 10 to 15 years ago, and now you're the same thing as cable. All right, this is how Tony is now, guys. Lo and behold, we are 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 15 seconds. And now we are experiencing Tony vision. Yeah, plus he never actually owned them, and that's why I buy Blu-rays. Yeah. I think it's dumb they add ads when you already pay so much. Exactly, Vero, that kills me. And then especially, and it starts where it's just like, okay, the ad-free version, and then a year later, just like, now it's limited ads. And you're just like, limited? Wait a second. Up, up. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, man. The ads are crazy long nowadays. I know we're on YouTube, but when YouTube does the skip ad and you skip the ad and it goes to another ad and you have to wait another 15 seconds to skip that ad and you're just hoping and praying that there's another ad right after that. Yeah, or Restless. Yep, or Restless. Jinx. Jinx. See, we were thinking the same thing. Yeah, man, these companies know how to get over on us for real. Like, I respect the free services like Tubi and Pluto and all these other ones because they're just like, hey, you got to make $1, and you are actually providing these uncut movies that are unedited for people to watch at any time. Okay, that's cool. I will never mind the ads for Tubi and all these other spots, but you know, Netflix is adding ads in some cases. Amazon, all these other ones. You're just like, come on, guys. Hulu. Yeah. Seeing like 45-minute ads. Yeah, it's crazy, Tony. Like I've been in that perpetual state of ads where it's just like, when is it going to end? It's like, I swear I'm clicking skip ads, but there's another one and another one. We need the chip box to come back from the 90s. Yeah, spooky. Spooky, we definitely need that. Like, the scrambler box was undefeated. Then we just had to go digital. A YouTube ad just popped up. Hey, I'm sorry about that, old wrestlers. I'm sorry. Etsy. Yeah, definitely Ghostface. We gotta geek out together in the name of horror. Or eBay. Or eBay. Yeah, exactly. It would be cool if it was like retro video game commercials or, board games or something like that. Something I won't mind watching nowadays. I'm like, okay, that's actually a cool ad. Yeah, this is totally Tony Vision right now. Tony's totally using the force to communicate with us right now. Vero says, I agree. We need better ads. That's the thing, Anthony. If it actually showed me cool stuff, that would be cool. Yeah. Like I don't need an Ozempic ad right now. Like at first it was funny where we could get the whole Ozempic, and then people found out you could lose weight from it, and then it was just like, oh, okay, say it, say uncle, reaching deep. The pharmaceutical ads, yeah. Yeah, that chick was so 80s hot. Like, she was definitely, like, very gorgeous. Yeah, exactly, Bumper. Not only that, but it's just like, I have to inject myself. No, that's not my ideal. Now, if I could eat it, like, magically eat a pizza or, like, a fucking lasagna dinner and lose weight, now that's magic. Now that is what's needed. That's what the world needs more of. Yeah, hey, it's working magic on some people. I'm not gonna lie. And then again, is doing too much for other people. Where you're just like, wait a second, you were just fine, and now you're going overboard. Like, hold up. Yeah. Speaking of like Ozempic going too crazy on people, like anyone that's familiar with the country singer Lainey Wilson, that is a case of Ozempic doing the devil's work. It's just like, oh my goodness, this woman was absolutely perfect with the thickness, and then now she's like super skinny. But hey, if she's happy, hey, the pharmaceutical ads drive me crazy. I would never, yeah. When did you meet Kelly, Bumper? Sorry, y'all. I edited for a pharmaceutical company and had to create some of those ads. Hey, Spooky, it's okay, man. We all got to make a dollar, right? We're gonna get there. And last July, with Ozzy's family here. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I remember you said that you met Ozzy and the family. Yeah, I definitely would love to love to meet Ozzy. Dun, dun, dun. This motion picture is based upon the true events in the life of Frank W. Dukes. Uh yeah, the days before social media and fact checking. Son of Palooza is in Burbank. Yeah, I definitely want to do Son of Palooza and Monster Palooza for sure. Yeah, they were there with you. That would have been so cool to kick with them there. I'll be showing their photos and autographs on your collection vid for sure next month. Yeah, man, that's so cool. All right, guys, that is the American modern classic of Bloodsport, the first feature in our double feature, which will be next. Will be Turbo Kid, but we're going to give everyone some time to set up and get queued, and also, you know, take a little bit of a break. So this is our intermission. So, guys, feel free to hang out for a bit. What I will do is I will put up a bit of an intermission video in the time being. Let me see here. But yeah, guys, thank you all for hanging out with me. Man, this is a blast, guys. Let's see. All right, give me a moment here. All right, guys, let's just say we will, Turbo Kid will be the next film. Let me put the link up for Turbo Kid and pin that into the channel. So that is the link to the next film. Let's see here, see what everyone's saying. Yes, Turbo Kid is the name. Let's see. All right, guys, let's just say, let's reconvene here at 11:40. Well, 40 past the hour, and then we'll start the film at 45 past the hour. So I'm going to put on some entertainment right quick. I want to put on some entertainment for everyone to vibe to. And I will be seeing you all here in a few minutes. Of course, keep everyone company. Feel free to chat. And I will see you all here shortly. Let me make sure to turn on the volume. All right, be back, guys.
Anything can happen when you're alone in the dark.
Are you afraid of the dark? Sometimes. Sort of fun. What was that? When I was a little kid, I was scared to death to be alone in the dark. I always knew that there was something that I couldn't see that wanted to get me. In the closet. Oh my God. Or outside the window. The worst thing of all is the thing under the bed. Billy! It isn't real. This is a very serious situation.
I know that we're all a little on edge here tonight, but let's take it easy, okay? I mean, this is an old house. There are all kinds of sounds.
Starring Jack Palance, Donald Pleasance, Martin Landau, Dwight Schultz, Erland Van Lith. Alone in the Dark. From New Line Cinema.
They broke into the mall for the wildest all-night party of their lives.
It's dead meat.
But you're never alone. In the shopping mall.
What's that? Robot blood.
Shopping mall. shopping costs you an arm and a leg.
I'm just crazy about this store. Intruder. Maniac.
That's lovely.
You can lock your doors, but you can't lock the madman out of your mind. Maniac. It will tear the life out of you.
Alright, guys. I'm back. I actually got the time completely wrong. I was saying 40 after, I meant 30 after, and we'll start the film 35 after, I should say. But yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed some horror trailer fun. And I'm giving everyone a few more minutes to go ahead and get prepared to watch some Turbo Kid. Did hear some dings from the Discord and everything, so that's very cool. Yeah, man, so cool. Let's see what everyone's talking about in the chat. Let's see. Did anyone ever play that PS1 game, Alone in the Dark? No, I never played Alone in the Dark, but I'm traumatized by seeing the UA Bowl Alone in the Dark film. The Christian Slater, Tara Reid, debacle. Oh, wow, goodness. Never watched that film. It's probably the worst film I've ever seen in my life. And I do not say that lightly. It earned that title for sure. So there'll be a couple of people will be their first time watching Turbo Kid. It's surprisingly equally wholesome and dark at the same time. It's a great job of straddling that line. Let's see. Let's see what everyone's talking about. I don't hear it mentioned much nowadays compared to the ones like Resident Evil or Silent Hill. Yeah, you're right, Ghostface. It was definitely an underrated gems. Kind of like also with like Clock Tower. Not that many people talk about Clock Tower anymore, or Parasite Eve. Those games were definitely legit with those old school PS1 days. Yeah, I did see the original Turbo Kid short. Yep, yep. That was good. After I watched this, I found out about the short and I sought it out. So you posted a pic of your statue in your room. Yeah, man, I can't wait to see what some of you guys got. Like seriously, I'm very very excited to check out the Discord and like really get the time to mess around with all the little details, and we'll add more things to it as we grow. So if there are any like extra channels that you guys think that I should add that would be appealing to the group, that you guys would get a lot of traction with, that you think other people will be interested in, then let's definitely do it. Like I said, I'm all ears. for your input on this channel, guys. As I've mentioned many times, this channel is just as much yours as it is mine. Ghostface says she was obsessed with Clock Tower. Yeah, Clock Tower was so fun. Like I remember renting it at my I think I rented it at Hollywood Video, and that was a fun weekend of beating that. It was a pretty cool, fun film, and little did I know that it took a lot of inspiration from Fulci and the the film Phenomena. It was on the tip of my tongue. I'm like, Jennifer Connelly. I was thinking of the alternative title. Wasn't it the alternative title, like Creepers or something like that? It was something crazy. But it had a lot of inspiration from Phenomena with the protagonist, and her look was modeled after Jennifer Connelly. No one ever knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Ghostface. I was there. I was there. You had to have been there to know. That's how I feel like whenever you talk about giallo films. Yeah, oh, trust me, we are definitely going to get into a lot of giallo on Disgraceful double features. So whenever you guys have like recommendations, definitely put them up. All right, guys, press play on Turbo Kid. Let me move the chat. All right, so I can see what you guys are talking about. But yeah, Creepers. Okay, all right. Yeah, Spooky mentioned giallo, so I figured that you would probably know. So awesome. Yeah, so as I said, on this particular type of live watch party with the Disgraceful double features, I'm going to take you guys' input on what you'll want to see. So, you know, you're going to be called upon on certain weeks to add a particular film or to scour Tubi to figure out what you guys will want to see. Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, yeah. It's a fun tidbit that I found out about. So we may watch that sometime on the channel. Speaking of, in regards to next week and choosing two of the films, I think we're going to call upon, let's see, let's go with Bumper. And let's go with Tony for picking the two films for next week. So, Bumper, you get to choose one film, and Tony, you get to choose the other. And don't worry, guys. You guys are going to get the chance to choose the film that you want to see in the, forthcoming weeks. So you guys, the procedure for what we're going to go with choosing with on our Disgraceful double features are going to be like B movies, underrated movies that people haven't seen, cult classics, exploitation, schlocky, sex comedies. Think of stuff like of course, like, Bloodsport, Turbo Kid. Just think of just all types of cool stuff. Think of like John Waters. Think Fulci. Think, just think cool, stuff that you think, other, travelers would like to see. What I will do is we're going to add a list on Letterboxd to keep track of what films we have done so that we don't do any repeats, and to kind of get an idea of the type of flavor that we're going for. We're going to do one. I'm going to create two different lists. One for our regular Monday live watch parties and the films that we have done for that, and a separate list for the films that we've done, that we will do for the Disgraceful double features. So we're gonna do something, keep it pretty orderly, and we're just gonna have fun with it, guys. So Bumper says American Werewolf in Paris. So, and also, we're gonna pick on stuff that's gonna be easily findable on free streaming services. So if it's able to be found on Tubi, Pluto, um, what's the other one? I can't think of it right now. But any of the free services, definitely put it up there. So Bumper's going American Werewolf in Paris. And Tony says he needs a day or two to see what he wants to show. All right, cool. And also, guys, no rush. And also keep in mind that with the changing of the month, sometimes they may take films off. So if that's the case, you may have to rearrange, if you're picking around the beginning of the month. So keep that in mind. Okay. Paganini Horror is a fun Italian horror film with Donald Pleasance and Daria Nicolodi from Deep Red. I've never seen that. Okay, cool. For Fulci, The Devil's Honey is a sleazy good time. I love sleaze. See, that's what we're going to go for. We're going to go for stuff like that. We're going to go for stuff like, New York Ripper. We're going to go for stuff like that, We're going to go for stuff like Serial Mom. Just some good fun watches. Get some stuff that's, going to make you just go like, ugh. Just make it interesting. Let us see some of your tastes. All right, Tony says he's going to holler on Instagram when he finds something rad. All right. No problem at all, Tony. I'm looking forward to it, bro. Yeah, I'm excited for this too, Ghostface. Oh, and I love this film. Turbo Kid is just like such a fun film. Like, I love the whole retro apocalyptic vibe that it gives. You get an epic Ironside performance in this. It's very cool because you actually like the characters in this too. So those of you that haven't seen this before, you're in for a treat. The arm wrestler songs, your ringtone. And also, films like, what would make a good double feature with this? Who has seen Ping Pong Summer? I like cool little wholesome and quirky films like that and Turbo Kid. It's another film that I would recommend. So if you guys have never seen that and you enjoy Turbo Kid, or you end up enjoying Turbo Kid and haven't seen Ping Pong Summer, definitely check that out too. Tony, you would definitely enjoy Ping Pong Summer. It definitely has that same type of like spirit of the 80s charm. Super vicious. I love the costuming in this film. Like, the costuming and the special effects in this film are really, really good. This would have been really fun to act on this film. post-apocalyptic craziness. Those pins. Yeah, that would definitely be worth a lot in when the world is pretty much over. Nudie mags, things of that nature. As good as gold. Yeah, for real. That's why I was like, Tony, the special effects are so good in this. You can tell it was a labor of love with this film. That's why I'm just like so disappointed with the news with the director. Yeah, I just reached my first ad. Uh, it was bound to happen sooner or later. But it's all part of the game. Yeah, it took surprisingly long to get off the ground. So that's why I could definitely tell the love that was put in this. Like, when it takes so long and you have so much time to kind of like iron out all the wrinkles. Hey, Spooky, thanks so much for stopping through. Hey, no worries at all. I know it's pretty late out there, so thanks for coming through for the first movie. Definitely check it out when you get some time. Catch you next time, Spooky. Definitely chop it up with us in the Discord anytime you feel like it. You're all up in my bubble. Like straight family only. It's like great value Adam Sandler right here. Take it easy, Spooky. We're still figuring out which night we're going to do the disgraceful double features, but I'll put up as much notice as possible with the notifications. But it'll likely be Wednesdays or Thursdays. Or Wednesdays and or Thursdays, I should say. Oh, this one dude in the crazy looking skull looking mask. I love this dude's character. Michael Ironside is so cool. Yeah, Apple is so cool. Apple is like the best part of this movie, honestly. To me, she really is the best part of this movie. Like, I really wish I would have seen that girl in more stuff. Like, honestly, that's rad. Yeah, you fell in love with her. Yeah, she's awesome. Like, she totally has like total spunky anime sidekick character vibe that is just like so lovable. Yeah, that's just like such an awesome archetype for a character. There's a music video for one of the songs that acts as a prequel. Wow, I didn't know that. I have to seek that out. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. I don't believe I have. I still believe that Star Wars The Last Jedi took a little bit of inspiration from Turbo Kid. Okay, so it's no tomorrow? Okay. I'm going to search that after this. Le Matos. It's like, yeah, brother, we should try to get some water, you know? I mean, that's quite a plan. It's the one that's 8 minutes? Okay. Thanks so much for the info. I'm gonna check that out. And it'll be perfect to actually watch, especially after a more current watch. Oh, awesome blood spray. Should have got that water. Like, I love how just like quirky this is. Like, it's everything that you would expect in a post-apocalyptic film, but it has a little bit more heart. It still has those wholesome moments. And then it has some really good BMX bikes in this too. Like, if you're someone that was just into those bikes and just the whole vibe, just so much bike candy, bike eye candy. So a little overt. Shaking the flamingo. Yeah, for real, Tony. Same here. I miss having the energy to do it. It affected me way less as a kid. Like, whenever I ride a bike now, it's just like feels like uh it feels like exercise now. It doesn't feel like actually just riding it to just enjoy and getting out there. I mean, maybe because it was just like our only form of transportation as a kid. So it's just like, this is me getting all the way to the other side of town, getting into some shit that I know we shouldn't have. That is true. Friends don't poison friends. I mean, I can't say that I've poisoned any of my friends. I don't know the first thing about bikes, but I love a good bike ride. A good bike ride is definitely enjoyable. Like, I know like the bare minimum about bikes, but as I've gotten older, I know that there are bike enthusiasts out there that spend a lot of money on bikes. And it's just like, wow. Okay. Just nobody's respecting anyone's personal space in this movie. Apple's so adorable, though. Yeah, missed that too. Yeah. Let's go scavenging. Like, I just love how they just really nabbed a cool 80s aesthetic with this film without it being an 80s film. But I like when films kind of play with time like that to where it's kind of like, well, I know it's not set in this particular time, but the clothing and the technology that they use is either a little bit different or a little bit too spot on. Like, it makes me think of films like one film that comes to mind is It Follows, with like how its aesthetic is like, it, you can almost think it was 80s, but then again you're just like, no, this is something that's like 2010s. But also, well, when they have like the little device that they're using, is nothing that we've ever seen before. So it could be something that's seen as like futuristic. So it's just like, I love when films play with time like that because it doesn't date it. You know, when you're trying to be too 80s or trying to be too 90s, it just comes off as like, oh well, this was the time when the 80s were back in style or the 90s were back in style. You saw that one time, need to rewatch it again. You know, we should do that one time. That may be something that we may do on a Monday live watch party. That's one of my favorite films of all time. I love It Follows. And what I love about It Follows is it's a part of what I consider nouveau Detroit horror. Nouveau Detroit horror with other films such as like um um goodness, the one with the house. Barbarian. Barbarian and the one Don't Breathe. Don't Breathe. Don't Breathe, Barbarian, and It Follows would make a great Detroit horror film triple feature. Because they all kind of use that the Detroit aesthetic to its advantage. And I love when movies have a setting that hasn't been used too often. So even though all three of those films use Detroit as a setting, Detroit has hardly been used in horror. Yeah, Barbarian's fun. I love how they just have like you know, a couple of twists in there. Like after you get the first twist, you think that's the twist, and they're like, no, there's another twist. And they're like, no, even still, there's another twist after that one. And I love films where Justin Long gets mutilated. I think that's a fun horror movie trope. Yeah, you're gonna need your bare hands, buddy. Your hands pretty bare right now. Yeah, Tusk. Tusk, Barbarian, It's a Wonderful Knife, Jeepers Creepers. He's gone through some stuff in horror films. Nice helmet. There we go. Well needed. She's keeping track. Yeah, Jeepers Creepers was always fun. I remember seeing it in theaters. I was on a date with a high school girlfriend, and we saw a double feature of, goodness, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was Jeepers Creepers and White Chicks. Quite a funny double feature for sure. But Jeepers Creepers was just like so cool. Love that film. I think Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2 are so cool. Gnome stick. This is my gnome stick. Bumper says, I posted a Nosferatu headpiece on Discord. Okay, cool. I have an extra one if you would like me to bring it to Monster Palooza for me. If you take it, if I could take it back on the plane. Oh man, Bumper, you're too kind, man. Seriously, brother, I really appreciate your gestures, man. Like seriously, like you travelers are totally so awesome in the Green Book gang, and you really make everything that I do so well worth it. So yeah, man, I look forward to checking it out in the Discord, man. And yeah, man, I would definitely love to see if I could take it back on the plane for sure, buddy. But thanks a lot, man. Yeah, you're right, Ghostface. It is kind of taboo to kind of love it nowadays. I mean, I look at it this way. I'm the type of person that I've kind of realized that you kind of have to separate the artist from the art, or else you're not going to enjoy anything in life nowadays. Because, with life and everyone being human, you know, if you dug enough in anyone's life, you could find something that someone would find offense with it, that someone would say, you know what, I'm never going to support this person ever again based on this. Like, for instance, like, you could look deep enough in my life and say, wow, Brendan did something incredibly shitty when he was 14 or 15 years old. And, like most people in life, yeah, I mean, we've had those moments where we may not be proud of them. I'm not saying that they compare to what he did, the director of Jeepers Creepers or other Hollywood types do. But, you know, I can say that, I can still enjoy the movie. Now, now what I will say is I can enjoy Jeepers Creepers, but I can't look at Clown House the same knowing what he did. Now, that's a bit different. Now, I've only seen Clown House once, and this was before I knew about the Jeepers Creepers controversy. So, needless to say, I'm never seeing Clown House ever again. But Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, yeah, I'll still watch those. You want to see? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out for sure. I bet it's really good. Uh, Bumper has some really cool stuff. You guys have really good taste with your items and stuff. Yeah, it's a pretty decent horror film, Ghostface. Don't let me lie to you. I mean, it's pretty decent. Is it something that you would have to see if you haven't seen it before? No. But knowing what he did on that set to that kid, and there's some incredibly awkward moments in that film where like the kid's like in his underwear for just like just doesn't it's just like, okay, why is this kid in his underwear at this moment? So it just kind of sullies that film. But like Anthony said, it's a cool film. It's a cool concept. But you're just like, man, that just gives me the icks. Knowing the behind the scenes incidents. I love that dude's Big Trouble in Little China inspired look. Speaking of Big Trouble in Little China, I'm really cool with one of the manager for one of the guys in Big Trouble in Little China who plays jeez who plays Lightning, if I'm not mistaken. You're gonna mention that movie earlier. Which one, Ghostface? Just so I'm sure. Big Trouble in Little China or something else? Well, the guy sent me two of them, so I have no use for both of them. Oh, that's cool, Bumper. Hey, well, I'll be very happy to benefit from that mistake. So I appreciate it, man. Like seriously, like you guys are like so giving. Like seriously, like I couldn't have asked for a better group of subscribers to my channel. You just watched it for the first time? Oh, really? Oh, congrats, Ghostface. Hey, welcome to the Big Trouble in Little China fan base. Oh, okay. Okay, since you've just seen Big Trouble in Little China for the first time, have you seen the music video for the song Big Trouble in Little China? Which is which is done by three icons in horror. Of course, John Carpenter, who of course, big musician. This guy loves music. John Carpenter, Nick Castle, and Tommy Lee Wallace, all in a group together, singing Big Trouble in Little China. Now, a lot of people don't know about that gem of a music video, but I urge each and every one of you to seek it out if you haven't seen it. It is the best few minutes you'll probably ever spend today or whenever you check it out. Yes, Ghostface, check it out. What is the name of their group? Their name is their group is something. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I know someone in the chat probably knows the name of John Carpenter's group with Nick Castle and Tommy Lee Wallace. But you could see the music video, and it was funny because they showed it at Joe Bob's Jamboree last year, and there were people in the audience that had never seen it before, and you should have heard the laughter and the yells of joy from seeing that greatness. You love the first Jeepers Creepers? Me too, Bumper. They did it so right with that. Great storyline with the siblings. Love it. I mean, the lore. It was something that was totally unique, and it's definitely a highlight for 2000s horror. This is the stuff that you live for. Me too, Ghostface. Me too. Like seriously. And that's why I say every time that I can. Like I'm so glad that you guys are here having these moments with me, and I get to know more about you guys each and every week. And now that we have the Discord, I can actually chat with you guys a bit more frequently. Okay, I'm going to check that out, Bumper. I can't wait to go into the Discord and check it out for sure. And also with the Discord, it'll make it a bit easier for you guys to communicate with me, so that you can DM me if you're not on like Facebook, or if you're not on Instagram or anything else that I'm on. You can send me a DM on the Discord. Yeah, I figured that this film would do well as a good double feature with Bloodsport, because of the overlap with Mortal Kombat and Big Trouble in Little China, and the Bruce Lee aspects of certain things. It kind of gels pretty well with it. They did such a good job of making everything look so dirty. You're just like, ugh. Do not want to get a cut in anywhere near any of these things. All right, guys. And also, if you haven't liked the video yet, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. But speaking of one of the celebrities that I met at the OKC HorrorCon last year, Michael Ironside was there, and he was one of the celebrities that I took away probably, you know, no, actually, he was at Days of the Dead in Phoenix. My mistake. He had a panel there. That's the panel that I'm referring to. And my goodness, he was such a gem. Like, that man was so freaking funny. And, like, to hear him recollect certain things about his career, like, everything from, like, Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2. I'm a bit sad that I didn't get a chance to ask him about Turbo Kid, because Turbo Kid looked like such a fun set to work on. And of course, he talked about other films like Scanners. Yeah, so definitely when we get to Canada on the channel eventually, we're going to do some like Cronenberg related content. Of course, we got to pay our respects to the patron saint of Canadian horror. Oh, yeah, Starship Troopers? No doubt, Tony. No doubt. And speaking of Starship Troopers will be a perfect feature for Disgraceful double features. So, guys, think of films like that, in the coming weeks of, yeah, would you like to know more? Yeah, so that's what we're going to do in the coming weeks. So, for the ones that haven't gotten picked for an upcoming film, you're going to get your opportunity. So, be thinking of films that you may want to possibly show. Just have your little short list of films. Hey, I'm pumped for it too, Ghostface. Like, seriously. Like, I'm, that's one of the reasons why I really decided that I couldn't, sit on my hands any longer and not put it together, because we've been gaining so much steam over the past couple of weeks with our community. So I might as well just continue to push that energy forward with the Discord. So I'm hoping that you guys are really enjoying it. I really put some work and consideration. Like, literally most of my day today was spent putting the Discord together. So it wasn't as bad as I kind of got over the learning curve of it. But that's one of the fun things about this channel. It's kind of forced me out of my comfort level. And it's forced me to just learn different things, learn about editing. Just that whole DIY thing, guys, when you grow up in, punk and rap scenes that are very DIY, where you're pushing out your own mixtapes and pressing up your own shirts and vinyl and things of that nature. You kind of have that whole spirit, so it's kind of like, hey, you kind of have to, push out that energy of like, hey, I'm passionate about this, and it's gonna find other people that kind of share that passion, and I'm glad that the algorithm did me a favor and helped me find you guys, or either I found you guys at a convention and met you guys in person the good old fashioned way, and you guys decided to come and support. So, I'm looking forward to the continued growth of this channel, guys. Like, you guys are what are going to make this channel grow even more, because people are going to see you guys participating, and it's going to make them want to do it. They're going to look into the Discord and they're going to see, oh man, Bumper is showing his very cool collection, or Anthony showed this very cool and rare VHS. So I'm all for it, guys. Donovan can show, like, the products that he has, in his business. That's what I have for the vendor spot, for people like Donovan. So, hey, I put some thought into it, guys. So it's there for you guys to shine and for us all to connect with each other. This scene is so funny with that hammer. Everyone's just like, oh, okay. Yes, all hell Cronenberg for sure. Oh, thank you so much, Ghostface. Last year's HorrorCon LA had Starship Troopers cast signing for fans. Oh, that's cool. Who was there? Who was there, Bumper, from the cast? I would love to meet MPH. Definitely would love to be ooh. Oh yeah, forgot about this part. Would love to meet Denise Richards. Would love to meet the other chick. I forget the name of the actress, but the super cool chick. Everyone knows that one. The guy's girl. And what was very cool is I was introduced to the concept of co-ed showers in Starship Troopers. That was another, actually, funny enough, that was another movie that I saw through to my illegal cable box back then. Make me go Space Marine. Oh, just reached the ad. At least this is for actual car insurance as opposed to a car warranty. But yeah, I can't wait to see all the cool stuff that you guys are going to add to the Discord. Like, for instance, like Ghostface, if you go out to George Romero's grave, like, post up a picture, post up a video. Like, this is something like very cool that us other travelers would love to see. Like, for, things that you guys are close by, like, Bumper, like, for instance, like, we went to the concert, it'd be cool to share, a picture or a video in the concert or the music section, I should say. So we're gonna get a lot of stuff popping off with this Discord. Like, for instance, just the fact that the last time I checked, not including myself and the bot, we gained 8 people just from this first live stream. So I will say that's great growth for sure. So I haven't even posted it in the community tab or, shared it with other people that I know. So that's way better than I could have ever expected. So thanks so much, guys. Ghostface says now it's on her short list. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. Like, seriously. Like, that's so dope. I love the cinematography for this film too. Did a really good job with the music too. But yeah, we're definitely going to have to do something where we're do like some sort of like regional meetups. Got pretty beat up. Like, I really totally like how she looks like how many of you guys remember the cartoon Jim from back in the day? Like, she totally looks like totally Jim inspired. The Marines, about 7 of them. Oh man, that's a great lineup, Bumper. What did you get something signed by them? If so, what did you get? Was it a poster? Oh, she was there. Oh man, I still like I had such a crush on her, and I've seen pictures of her nowadays. She's still looking good. All right, Ghostface says, I'm looking at what's been posted in the Discord and I'm geeked out. Oh, nice, nice. Okay. That's very promising. I love that. So that's good energy around the Discord already. Man, Bumper, you're right. That shower scene changed my life. It's kind of like the closest thing I could compare to it, let's just say what Starship Troopers came out what 95. Let's just say it came out in 95. I was 10 or 11 when it came out then. And let's just say it opened up a world of possibilities. It was kind of like the caveman that discovered the wheel. And he was just like, you know what? What if I put a platform and a little piece of wood, like a stick in between this? How would this make my life easier? And how it just opened up a whole realm of possibilities. That is what that shower scene did for me. Ghostface, you love Jim? Jim was pretty cool as a cartoon for a variety of reasons. And it had great animation for its time. So I believe that it brought a lot of boys that watched Jim because, for one, the animation was phenomenal in that cartoon. So there are a lot of boys that probably wouldn't have been interested in Jim otherwise, like myself. But we're just like, man, this like opening intro is so cool. It's literally on par with every other cartoon that I like Thundercats or Transformers. It's like, why does this Jim intro go so hard? It's like, that costs money. And for anyone that's wondering where we are as far as time, 47 minutes and 25 seconds. Zeus is on the warpath. She's so freaking adorable. It's crazy. It's like she's very Jim and he's very Speed Racer. Yeah, you know it was a banger even as a kid? Yeah. You feel validated. Oh yeah, it's definitely a banger for real. Like 100% a bop. All those bikes. It really makes me want to get like an old school BMX. It makes me think of like that one kid growing up that always had like the super cool bike. It was just like, man, your parents spent a lot for this. Yeah, there's some pretty decent CGI in this. You didn't go to that one, but you remember seeing the guest list. Beverly D'Angelo was on there. Oh man, I love some Beverly D. As I've mentioned numerous times on this particular you know channel and live watch parties. You know, I'm a major fan of the vacation films, and just recently I've had my world changed, similar to that shower scene in in Starship Troopers. If I had seen the Sentinel around that time, it also would have changed my life. Like if I would have seen a pre um, family vacation Beverly D'Angelo in the nude, who knows what things may have been possible. Oh, and that was before MPH came out too? Oh, wow. That's just a taste of what I posted. I've been collecting for a while. Hey, man, I can't wait to see Bumper. Like, for real. I can't wait to see, bro. And you guys' participation is what's going to drive other people to want to participate as well. That's that's cool. I remember when MPH started to kind of like get back out in the limelight after Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. Another thing that would be good on Disgraceful double features. Um, but yeah, it was cool to see him come back, and literally like it just seemed like right after that was How I Met Your Mother, and it just seemed like he's just been on a roll ever since then. That man could never do no wrong. You gotta compliment a girl on her fighting skills. Becoming a master at the art of kicking ass isn't that bad. You have a very tiny collection of horror memorabilia. Hey, we all start from somewhere, Ghostface. Small but mighty, I always say. All that matters, I always say, all that matters is as long as it means something to you, then, go for it. I love it. I love seeing people's horror collections, big and small. Yeah, definitely feel free to share. Yeah, I have a pretty humble collection as well. I don't have the biggest collection, but I love picking up things here and there, over time. And what's really cool is I get to meet you guys and like for instance meeting Bumper, and Bumper being such a cool guy, with him, out of the goodness of his heart, giving me one of his autographs from a sick Hague. And I and it was cool because I had mentioned how I had never gotten a chance to meet Sid, and Bumper's like, hey man, I've met Sid numerous times, gotten a chance to hang out with them, vibe with them and such. And he's like, I got an extra one, man. I was like, I'm not going to do anything with an extra one. And that was cool. And he gave it to me, gifted it to me at this year's Days of the Dead, and it's definitely one of my most cherished horror items now. Not only because it's Sid, but it's from one of you travelers. One of you all that supports the channel, so that gives extra sentimental value. So forever and always, Bumper's gonna always be a good guy in my book. So that's one of the cool things that is the best thing about the horror community. We're such a giving community. See, Ghostface, your reactions are gonna make me really happy to go in there and check out the cool stuff that Bumper's posted. Bumper says, collection vids of others are definitely on my algorithm on YouTube. Captain Spaulding has some great dioramas. Yeah, I can't wait to go check out more of Captain Spaulding stuff. Like that was like so cool for him to post up that link so that I could check out you know some more of his collection. I'm like, man, he has some really good stuff. So I'm really glad that the algorithm has worked in my favor with connecting me to a lot of you guys. For real. Like all of y'all are like so cool. Like I'm very fortunate. I miss Sid so damn much, man. I met him 6 times. I even talked with him for a half hour. He asked me to sit down and talk. The guy was the best. Yeah, man. I mean, seriously, everyone that I have met that has had the privilege of meeting Sid has said similar things. And that's just one of those great things about going to hard cons. Just really having those moments with people and, sharing those moments that, we get to have with us. Like for instance, like material items come and go. Like for instance, if the wildfires in California has taught us anything, it's the fact that, collect as we might, anything can happen. It could be a fire, it could be water damage to come and destroy all of my posters and, all the things that I've worked hard to collect. And even though those will be gone, the experiences that I've had obtaining those won't go anywhere. Like, I can be sad that I've lost an autograph with Tom Atkins, but I'll always have the experience of Tom Atkins asking me if I want to take a picture with him. So it's just like, okay, well, I'll gladly take that. It's like, like I say, it's like with the Egyptian pharaohs. You could have everything everyone could possibly want, but it's only yours temporarily. So enjoy it for the moment, keep it in good condition, and just hope and pray that the person that comes across it after you will take care of it and appreciate it as much as you do. Because like I said, man, let's just say if I come across some very cool vintage horror item from the 50s or the 60s, I'm not the original owner of that. That may have been some kid, that was into, reading Tales from the Crypt or, a Vault of Horror. And, just like collecting stuff. So, that's the great thing about collecting. We just try to make sure to, keep it in as great as condition as possible for the next collector. We're passing along these gems. Yeah, that's right, Bumper. You can't take it with us. But those memories are what last. Those are what matter. Another thing that matters, you gotta smash that like button if you haven't. We're doing what we can to push the channel out to those that may be interested. So I thank you so much in playing your part. And also enjoying these movies with me. Like, this is a cool double feature. I like how, even though this is a post-apocalyptic film, there's a bit of a lightheartedness. Even though this is like extremely bloody. It's very cute. Like, oh yeah, you just had someone just get like blasted in half. Uh-oh. Decapitation. My collection is all in my will for other fans because I want them to go to others who appreciate them after I'm gone. Hey, and similar for me, Bumper. Similar for me. I mean, and not only that, but it's a way for those people that you will be passing them on to remember you. Like for instance, if anyone ever comes across me and they have a question about the Sid Haig autograph that I obtained from you, I always have the story to say that, oh yeah, my buddy Bumper, who was one of my early supporters on the channel, you know, he gifted that to me, you know, just on the strength of being a good guy. So that's something that's very cool, and to have those stories. Oh, we got some more Tony Vision. Who would have thought we would have had two intoxicated, medicated Tony Visions for tonight? Ghostface says, I've always heard he was a great dude. Really cool that you had those experiences with him. Cherished memories, I'm sure. Yeah, for real. And that's why I love hearing about those experiences with people that were able to meet those celebrities that I never got a chance to meet. Like, to hear Bumper share those experiences with Sid, or other people to share their experiences meeting like people that I've always wanted to meet, like Wes Craven or George Romero, or Tony Todd recently. I never got a chance to meet Tony. Came this close. I was this close to meeting Tony Todd. Fortunately, it wasn't in the cards for me, but you know, I'll have the thrill of the hunt. It's the thrill of the hunt sometimes. I can always joke about how I came a day or two away from meeting Tony Todd in Las Vegas when he made an appearance at Nightmare Toys. So that was the closest that I ever came to meeting Tony Todd. And if I knew then what I know now, I would have gladly have extended out that trip, so that I would have met Tony. Michael and Jessica from Grim Life said they will visit my grave after I'm gone. Yeah, that is respect, for real. Yeah, for real. I mean, that's the ultimate tribute, especially as a horror fan. We are we kind of have like a firm grasp in regards to like the understanding of death in a way. We know that it's inevitable, but we know that there's a certain beauty in it. There's a certain stillness, a certain peace, a certain calmness. So, let's just say we have a really good and honorable death. We want our friends to be able to, look back on us and say, hey, man, I'm going to come back and pour some libations. Let me go ahead and, pour some brew on his grave, or leave a very cool zombie keepsake or something, in their honor, as a horror fan. Or I'll just come and, watch a horror film on my phone or tablet, and we'll get another watch party in. Those are the cool, things that we as horror fans, show us gestures with each other. Oh, got him. He said you got him in the bad eye, but you should have got the good eye. The Applebee's ad. Oh man, I bet that Applebee's ad is hidden right now, especially if you're a bit hungry. They're always showing the good stuff. Like, whenever I think of Applebee's, I think of one of my favorite things, and I'm not sure if it's a regional thing or if they have it available nationwide, but their apple butter blondie. Oh my gosh. That butter blondie is absolutely delicious. I will eat one of those just by myself, and if anyone dares to attempt to take a bite, you better hope there's not a fork nearby, or else you're going to get the stabby stabs. You're buzzed. And so hungry right now. I've been there. I've definitely been there. I may raid the refrigerator. Um, After this, I still have a few hot wings and slices of pizza left over from the kiddo's birthday party. So I may go in there and throw a few items in the air fryer. Slap their hand. Yeah, exactly. For real, it's like that. You need to try it. Yes, so good, Ghostface. The apple blondie is, I mean, the butter blondie. Oh my gosh, so freaking good. Apple butter blondie. It's like this good moist blondie cake, topped off with some type of nuts. I'm thinking it's like almonds, and then ice cream, and it has like this apple butter apple butter drizzle over the top. Ah, it's to die for, guys. Absolutely to die for. The poutine. Yeah, it's like a Canadian slash Michigan type thing. I know a lot of people in Michigan are into the poutine. Speaking of poutine, I saw a very cool film recently. If you guys have Shudder, definitely check out. The film is called Humanist Vampire Seeking Consenting Suicidal Person. Is such a good film. Oh my gosh. It is the most recent film that I've given 5 stars on Letterboxd, and I do not give 5 stars very often, and I take them very seriously. But I think yeah, it's a very long title, right, Bumper? But I think the title was awesome in regards to getting people interested because you're just like, wait, did I hear what you said? And it puts into mind the story of like the guy who consented to being eaten by that guy who wanted to be a cannibal. So I think it's like a cool little romantic comedy twist on that. But as far as like romantic comedy slash horror films, it's probably the best one I've seen in a while. And this is after seeing films like Lisa Frankenstein, which I enjoyed as well. But that film's on a whole nother level. It is a French film, so expect subtitles. But you know, if one thing the French can do, they can make a damn fine horror film. So I highly recommend it. And yes, I did see the Gorge bumper. I saw that yesterday afternoon. Definitely a good watch. I'm there for anything Anya Taylor Joy, that's for sure. Muse or something like that. Oh, sorry, hold on. I have my phone right here. No, still hearing some notifications. You can't wait to check out all the stuff that you guys have posted. I might have that name wrong. Kind of hope I do. Kind of weird to just know that. Okay, let me actually try to look that up. Your buddy called but still here. Hey, thanks that you're there. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right, Ghostface. That's what it is. Hold up. Yeah. Armin Mewis, or yeah, whatever that dude's name is. Yeah. So the story's pretty similar to that because to give you the scenario, it's basically a vampire who doesn't want to feed. So she's basically like almost like a vampire vegan in a way, but she has to feed in order to live. So she basically she's basically comes across the concept of wanting to come across someone that's suicidal, so that she doesn't have to hunt. But just like Turbo Kid here, it deals with serious subject matter, but also it treats it respectfully, but also it doesn't get too serious. So it definitely walks a tightrope, but it does it really great. So definitely check it out, guys. I highly recommend it. It's something that I would even say it's worth buying on Blu-ray or 4K. Like it's totally worth owning. So if you find it available to stream, go ahead and pull the trigger, but I will say it's worth owning. I'm glad you're still here, Tony. You're looking forward to this all day? Hey, I'm glad to hear that, Ghostface. We're going to try to do more of these, like for real. You know, I love hanging out with y'all. Yeah, you're right, Barbara. Kind of like in Daybreakers. Hey, no worries at all, Ghostface, in regards to posting twice. Oh, the movie, it's called Humanist Vampire Seeking Consenting Suicidal Person. It's on Shudder. They just added it on Shudder this month. I've been hearing a lot about that film from a lot of people whose opinions on horror films I really respect. So when I kept hearing that title, and it's definitely a title that once you hear it, you're just like, okay, if I hear that again, I know I've heard that before. So when I kept hearing a lot of people saying that it was on their list of best films of 2024, I didn't get a chance to see that last year. But I'll put it this way: if I had saw it last year, it definitely would have bumped something off of my best films of 2024 list, and it probably would have been pretty high on my list of films. To be honest, I could actually see it probably being shown on the last drive-in this upcoming season. I know they're definitely going to show Dark Match, Chris Jericho's new movie, which is actually pretty good. But that could have something to do with the fact that they didn't need much acting from Chris Jericho. Man, this movie's so gory. I love it. Jaw Ripper. Yeah, I love that effect. When he ripped that dude's jaw out. Oh, that was such a cool effect. Yeah, you're right, Tardy. This is a very good soundtrack on this film. Definitely has that cool like vaporwave vibe. Yeah, this chick was pretty hot. No, actually, I haven't listened to much of the new stuff, but I'm always open to it. If there's something that you recommend, put it in the Discord, Tony. Yeah, definitely share with us, or if there's any channels. I'm a big fan of like the channels that you could just put on there on YouTube, where you could just stream them, or something that's on Spotify, where you could just put it on and just come across something new, and they're just like, all right, let me go ahead and save that. Okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that, Tony, for real. Yeah, like I said, I'm all for learning more from you guys in regards to like your movies taste, your music taste. Hey, I appreciate that, Bumper. I put in a little bit of thought in regards to that. I try to think of like, hey, what would sound good with or what would set a good vibe with the shorts, especially in regards to like I have a lot of subscribers that come to the channel from the shorts that are international viewers, so they may not speak English. So it's kind of like, okay, let me at least give them some good tunes to listen to, and want to keep them to the channel. Gnome Stick. Yeah, that's why I put a little bit of thought into the channels that the server would have, because I know I wanted to put a mishmash of things that we talk about on the live watch party. So I know we talk about music, we talk about sports a little bit, we talk about wrestling, so that's why I was just thinking about what things that I know that we can definitely get some engagement from. And that's why I said that, if there are any topics in the future that may be good for you guys to possibly bring up, don't hesitate to recommend them, and I'll take them into consideration for sure. Yeah, tear you apart. Yeah. I love that. Like, I love how like a lot of people hate on that. How like a show can sometimes bring you to a particular song, but I'm just like, why not? I'm like, okay, so what? The guy didn't. Somewhat, I didn't hear this song on the radio, um, riding to school with my dad. Okay, and you had that experience. I got mine from watching, this. Like, yeah, she wants revenge. Yep, yep. That was Barbara mentioned that on how I used that with the short. And he said I have some pretty good musical taste. So I really appreciate that. I definitely love music as much as I love movies. That's why I feel very fortunate growing up in the time that we did. There's some very awesome movies and music that came out. Yeah, that's such a good song. Like, whenever I hear that song at an after party at a convention, or on the convention floor, I just can't help but just move. Such a great tempo. It was getting bloody. And it's a very cool music video as well. That's a very cool music video to tear you apart. Speaking of movies or shows that'll put a song. Now, though this wasn't the first time I heard this song, I think this show using this song the way that it did was absolutely perfect. In the show True Blood, there's an episode of the show that's titled F the Pain Away. Now, I as soon as I saw, now I was a huge True Blood fan, so I would see the titles of the show coming up the week beforehand on my TV box. And I'm like, wow, that's a song by Peaches, F the Pain Away. Little did I know they would play that song at the ending credits. And if you've ever heard that song, if you heard it one song, you'll never forget it. So when they started playing it, I'm like, oh my God. And I'm telling my friends about this song and how the first time I heard Peaches was when I went off to college in 2003, when that song had just came out, and it left an imprint on me. And it's cool to know Peaches is still doing her thing. She's still out there performing. Yeah, there are so many great effects in this bumper. It's on your iTunes? Yeah, I mean, it's an iconic song. Peaches has some pretty cool songs. Like another one that's one of hers, the Boys Want a Beer. That's such a great song. And they've even used that one on The Boys. They use Boys Want a Beer in The Boys. Iconic scene. Oh, he's going Terminator on him. Yeah, so if you enjoyed Peaches or F the Pain Away, definitely look up Boys Want a Beer. Like the drums, the drummer was going ham on that song. Oh man, you are so mean. Yeah, definitely check it out, Ghostface. It's a very cool song. Tony, my band used to walk out to Peaches rock show back in the early 2000s. Yeah, Peaches is a pretty cool chick. Like, she seems like she would be super fun to hang out with and drink with. It's like, you never know where the night may lead you with a night of drinking with Peaches. Remoney is a English rapper chick that has a song called Rocket Lolly that reminds me of Peaches too. Okay. Let me add her to the list as well. And it's called Rocket Lolly. Okay. Definitely checking that out, Bubber. Yeah, this was such a fun movie. It's too bad that they, couldn't come out with a Turbo Kid 2. And there's a likelihood that we probably won't get a Turbo Kid 2. Yeah, I did see she is quite a looker, Bubber. I was looking that up as soon as I googled her. That's one of the things about this movie. They made you care about Apple so much. They put her in danger so many times. You're just like, man, if I could just get her to last through this movie. You're just hoping. Can't wait to listen to these when I get up tomorrow. Yeah, boys want to get it. Boys want a beer will definitely get you up and ready for the day. Like, it is definitely a hard pumping, What I like about that song is it reminds me of like 70s hard rock where it has like that driving drums, a nice little drumming nice drums and a nice driving guitar. That's what I meant to say. Oh, nice. Barbara says he's buying it now. Yeah, you know what? That's that goes to show how underrated this film is, Bumper, because I don't ever see Turbo Kid related cosplay at all. I would totally freak out if I did. Yeah, we got water. But now I gotta fix my real doll. It was a good film. I really enjoyed Turbo Kid. Yeah, it would be an easy cosplay. You're too tall. You'll be Talbo Kid. Yeah, such a wholesome post-apocalyptic film. You know, I think I heard about the Turbo Kid video game. Ice Pirates. I've never seen Ice Pirates, Bumper. They just come up in your recommendations. Yeah, they. Oh, this is such a good film. It's too bad that. Oh, yeah, Ice Pirates did come up for me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've never seen Ice Pirates. Yeah, I got Buckaroo Banzai to come up as well. Oh man, that music is just so good. Discord looks like it's jumping, guys. All right. Oh man, I'm really excited with all of that cool stuff with the Discord. Ron Perlman's first movie. Oh, okay, okay. I'm a big fan of early Ron Perlman. I mean, even Beauty and the Beast. I totally watched a lot of Beauty and the Beast as a kid. I mean, Linda Hamilton and Ron Perlman. Ah, can't beat it. Hilarious sci-fi. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. I'll have to check that out for real. And man, guys, I have to say that was a very successful first disgraceful double feature live watch party. I mean, I know it's a bit late for some of you guys, especially those of you on the East Coast. Ghostface, I know it's very late. It's like 2 in the morning over there. So thanks so much for staying up with us and hanging out with us. I know you said you were looking forward to it. So I'm glad that we could bring this here with you. Um, I really enjoy doing the live watch parties, guys. So, I'm going to try to do as many of these as possible. maybe incorporate more to where we're just hanging out and just talking about horror without watching a movie. So maybe we'll do a little bit of that. Maybe just like maybe incorporate like a weekly just talk anything in regards to horror. So, whatever is on your mind in regards to horror, So we could talk about films that you're currently watching, things that you're excited for, just like a potpourri type thing. But that'll be something we'll discuss further. And now we have a Discord chat to talk more about things. So I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys more. And for you guys on the West Coast, it's starting to get a little bit late. So, but I'm looking forward to it. Linda Hamilton kissed you? Oh, man. Oh, talk about luck. Man. I wish I could say the same thing. Love me some Linda Hamilton. Super awesome woman, for real. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. And that was at Indiana Days of the Dead. That's cool. Yeah, that's another celebrity I would absolutely love to meet. Love me some Linda Hamilton. Still gotta meet Ron Perlman too. He comes to a lot of the bigger cons, like Dallas Fan Expo. So I may have to get one of my buddies to at least get his autograph that has a consignment business. So one of these days I'll do that. Yeah, I know Ghostface. He's dropping. He got kissed by Linda Hamilton towards the end of the live stream. So wait a second. We can't just leave on that that information. We have to get more info. Like, but that's cool. Indiana Days of the Dead. Oh man. Oh yeah, you're right. He is going to be at Monsterpalooza. So yeah, I may have to go ahead and set up an opportunity to go ahead and meet Ron Perlman. I mean, he's getting older as well, and I love that man in a ton of films, like absolutely amazing films that he's been in, and that's so cool, guys. But yeah, I would have a hard time trying to figure out what I would want signed by him. Like, I would want something Hellboy signed by him, but to be honest, I didn't want something Kronos signed by him. Like, I'm a huge fan of Kronos, and to know that was, if I'm not mistaken, him and Guillermo del Toro's first collaboration, and for it to be like this very creepy Mexican vampire horror film, I really would dig getting something like that signed by him. Women love tall man. What can I say? Hey man, exactly man. You're living it up. You getting a Hellboy pick signed that Doug Jones signed. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, and I'm a huge Sons of Anarchy fan. Yeah. Yeah, I then to be honest, I'm probably due for a rewatch for Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, he was awesome as Clay. So I've been trying. As you should, man. As you should. Well, guys, I'd like to thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight here on the Horror Green Book's inaugural, inaugural. I can't see. I'm so tongue tied right now, guys. Inaugural. Oh my God. See, it's just not going to work right now. Disgraceful double features live watch party #1, Bloodsport / Turbo Kid, and don't forget, Bumper. You and Anthony are on deck for next week's double features live watch party. So you have until next week to decide on what we'll be watching. I'll say, just let me know either in the Discord. But Tony, you also are on Instagram as well, so you can send me a message on there as well to let me know what you'll pick, and I'll put up the notification on that for us. But guys, I am your travel guide, Brendan, with the Horror Green Book. I'm letting you know, go ahead and chuck one of those Ash Williams severed hands if you like what you saw. Comment in regards to anything that you saw, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure the notification bell is set to on. And travelers, it is scary in those streets. So let me know that you made it home safely. Have a good night, travelers. Catch you next time.